taking a stand against what they call the RCMP invasion of Wet'suwet'en land in BC. Indigenous rights activists are occupying MP Carolyn Bennett's office in Toronto. They say they are committed to staying here overnight until they get the answers they deserve.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
Surrounding the office of the Federal Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, dozens of protesters chant and hold signs to support the activists who have made their way inside and plan on staying there all night.
We are joining thousands across the country and the world in supporting Wet'suwet'en in their 5th day of a violent colonial RCMP raid on their unceded territory.
RCMP arrests in Wet'suwet'en territory in BC have sparked the nationwide protests. The commotion started last Thursday when RCMP began its enforcement of a court order to remove those blocking the construction of the 670-kilometer Coastal GasLink pipeline in BC. While the pipeline has been approved by the province and is supported by 20 First Nation band councils, Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs stand opposed to its construction.
The goal is to put some pressure on Carolyn Bennett to do everything in her power to get the RCMP off of Wet'suwet'en territory.
In Vancouver today, more than 30 people were arrested outside the city's main port after it was blocked for days. Vancouver police say they gave protesters several requests to leave before detaining them. And closer to home, protesters surrounded a railway crossing near Belleville for the 4th day in a row. Since the blockade started Friday, 111 trains between Toronto and Ottawa and Toronto and Montreal have been cancelled, affecting an estimated 19,500 passengers. While CN has an injunction to remove the protesters, OPP say they are hoping for a peaceful resolution.
No one would do this if this wasn't colonial violence happening in front of our very eyes, and we need our political leaders to step up and be accountable.
And after only a few hours of occupying this office, MP Carolyn Bennett actually agreed to meet with these activists tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., but they are still staying here overnight. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.